How many of you have a tab on your website called quality? And everything about quality on your website and your product is under that one tab. Right? You wouldn't do it, would you? I mean, you want quality to be right throughout your product. Why do we insist in having one tab called sustainability, and anything about our values and who we are just goes there? If we generally want sustainability to permeate, and I think that was great about the presentations we had earlier on, if we generally want it to permeate throughout our product, we have to find a much more clever, much more subtle way of communicating sustainability. So let me just show you some data. And I know I'm not going to spend time looking at it, but the reason why I'm showing you this is because over the last 12 months, we have been looking at all of the responsible tourism-related messages of the recent Responsible Tourism Award winners to try and find out what is the quality of those messages. It's not good. Let me just say that. Okay? Let me just give you an example. Social norms on content. Not one of the 1,800 messages I have seen, okay, and you can see what kind of a sad person I am, you know, for reading all those, not one of them uses social norms. What does that mean? Let me give you an example. If you tell your customers, please reuse your towels, 30% of them on average will do it. If you tell them most customers stay in this hotel reuse the towels, it'll go to 45%. If you tell them most customers have stayed in this very bedroom reuse their towels, it'll go to 65%. Social norms say you do what you believe your peers expect you to do. 1,835 missed opportunities. That's all I can see here. Okay? 6% of the messages show how you can experience sustainability as part of the product. 94% of them show sustainability as detached and distant from the customer experience. That's not good, is it? Okay? 67% try to appeal to your emotions, and only 33% try to focus on logic, factual details. That's mostly actually not because it's a good thing. That's because most of those companies had no facts to communicate. Okay? 56% of the messages basically said, I am using words that will not be understood by my consumer market, by my target audience. Every marketeer will tell you, you never, ever use a word that will be misunderstood by your consumers. And you definitely don't use words that one consumer will understand as something and the other consumer will understand as something else. Can you see the number of opportunities we've got ahead of us? If I see one more hotel that says, I use local food whenever possible, I'll shoot myself. Okay? If my wedding vows had said, I will be a good husband whenever possible, today I would not be here. Okay? So we either take sustainability communication seriously or we give up. Which is the reason why I created this website. In this website, you've got basically 3 years of my research for free for you to go through, including case studies, for you to go and find out, right, well, that's really simple. Why am I not doing that? Or I thought I was doing that, but if I ask my customers, maybe actually it'll come across very, very differently. Okay? So some of you have seen the following slides, which is the reason why I spent longer in the previous one. How many of you companies are very clear of who you're going to tell that you're sustainable and why you're telling them? We already heard earlier on about some of the stats, but there's a large number of consumers that say, yes, I may want to buy a greener hotel compared to a non-green hotel if it's the same price. But actually, for many of us, we just want to think about our holiday. Holidays are selfish times. The key question on holiday is what's in it for me, more than when you're at home. Okay? Very few of your customers will buy from you for altruistic reasons. Very few of you will say, I'll go out of my way and suffer on my holiday because I wanted to buy a green product. Okay? Very few of them also will avoid your product entirely. What you need to really figure out is to which extent does sustainability communicate better product? Why do you tell? We've interviewed more than 200 companies at LeadsMed asking them this question, and they look puzzled at us in that they are not thinking that communicating sustainability is a strategic weapon, okay? In your case, a weapon of self-destruction. No, but never mind. You may just want to communicate to your customers that you're a sustainable company because you want your current customers to feel good about the things that you do on their behalf. That's fine. Make it clear to them. The worst thing you can do is make your customers feel guilty. That's not what they travel for. You may want to tell them to raise awareness. You may want to tell them that it's sustainable to offer something extra. I've spent so much time helping small companies reduce seasonality, increase customer expenditure, increase loyalty by selling sustainable products as real products, good products, authentic products. The S word, the sustainability one, not the other one, is really unhelpful. What do you actually tell them? Because if you keep telling them, I am a sustainable company, if I'm telling you now, you're all coming for dinner tonight at my house, I'm going to serve you sustainable food, right? What sort of gunk do you think I'm going to give you, right? I quite imagine you'll come ready fed. If I said to you, I'm offering you honest, unadulterated food, you'll say, well, I want to buy that, if nothing else, because I don't want dishonest food. I don't want adulterated food. So use words that your customer will understand. Sustainability has to primarily sell more fun, because this is what we go on holiday for. Sustainability has to sell cultural immersion. If I stay in a hotel or if I go on a tour that is sustainable, I will get to experience that place much, much better. Sustainability, for God's sake, has to sell better service. Okay? You can use your empathy, you can use sustainability to reduce risk and to increase the perception of trust. If you haven't thought about any of those, think again. Where do you tell sustainability? Certification helps you to sell sustainability only insofar as it tells the customer, there's an awful lot of things that I'm going to tell you on this website. I'm not making it up. Somebody has checked that they're correct. Otherwise, that's it. Certification is very good. Otherwise, as a supply chain management tool, not as a customer communication tool. Okay? It would be a great way of simplifying very complex messages into one single image, providing the customer understand what that image means, or at least they have a general feeling that surely that has to be a good thing. You can use all sorts of other methods of communication. I really haven't got the time for that, because I was given a 7-minute window, and you've got a website now to look at, and hopefully many of you will do. When do I tell? Unlike the Tesco problem that we've got in here, the beauty in tourism is that the customer stays with you for quite a bit of time. What you don't do is repeat the same boring message, I'm a sustainable company whenever possible, at every stage in your customer experience. Think about what information does your customer need at each point in that journey. And the aspects of sustainability you communicate are different. You only communicate at each point in time what helps them make a decision that is useful to their lives. Message relevance is important. Okay? You don't tell them what you want to tell them, you want to tell them what's useful to the customer. And now you're all looking at me puzzled. This is not rocket science. Okay? We're just applying Marketing 101 to sustainability. That's it. Now, as you can see, part of my challenge here, and we've got 4 more sections on my website, but I haven't got time in 7 minutes to do those as well. I will help you on the website to use compelling language. I will help you in how to improve the website altogether, how to make it user-friendly, and then how do you communicate all these through your social media as well. And the product that we are basically using through our, our university is we will do website analysis, we will do training analysis at destination level, we will do action planning at destination. So we'll get groups of companies working together in the same destination and learning from one another. We will then do mentoring with some of these companies, and then for those destinations, we do some impact monitoring and evaluation to find out by how much has a number of businesses within that destination improve their product. Because there's no point in having a great glossy brochure at destination level, and then you look at the websites of the individual companies, which ultimately is who you're going to buy the product from. And there's a massive gulf between one and the other. There is no point in Thomas Cook telling you, you can go to all these Travel Life hotels, and then you look at the website of the Travel Life hotel, and it's shocking what they communicate or how they communicate it. Put it this way, the Travel Life content usually is delivered at hotel level by the chief engineer. Why do you let the chief engineer mess around with your communications? You wouldn't allow the communications and PR team to mess with your boiler. Why do you allow the boiler man to mess with your communications? Okay? So we need to think about this differently. Okay? Sustainability communications is a specialist job. Okay? Thank you very much.